just after this, he disappeared, and I have been thrown into the whirlpool of disappointment. My dear friend, I'm very anxious to find this wonderful young man, the desired Lord of my heart. After hearing Usha's words, Chitralekha immediately replied, I can understand your bereavement, and I assure you that this boy is within these three worlds. But if this boy is in these three worlds, the upper, the middle, and the lower planetary systems, I must find him for your satisfaction. If you can identify him from your dream, I shall bring you peace of mind. Now let me draw some pictures for you to inspect, and as soon as you find the picture of your desired husband, let me know. It doesn't matter where he is. I know the art of bringing him here. So as soon as you identify him, I shall immediately arrange for his. Chitralekha, while talking, began to draw many pictures of demigods inhabiting the higher planetary systems, then pictures of Gandharvas, Siddhas, Jananas, Panagas, Daijas, Vichyaras, and Yakshas, as well as many pictures of human beings. The statements of Srimad Bhagavatam and other Vedic literatures prove definitely that each and every planet are living entities of different varieties, and therefore it is foolish to assert there are no living entities but those on this earth. And Chitralekha drew many pictures. Among the human beings, she drew many members of the Vishnu dynasty, including Vasudeva, the father of Krishna, Surasena, the grandfather of Krishna, Sri Balaramji, Lord Krishna, and many others. When Usha saw the picture of Arjuna, she became a little bit bashful. When she saw the picture of Aniruddha, she became so bashful that she immediately lowered her head and smiled, having found the man she was seeking. She identified this picture to Chitralekha as that man who had stolen her. Ça va? Le bagage, je commence à 8h15. 8h15. Jusqu'à 9h15. Et la dernière Darshan pour l'hôtel, tu commences à 9h10.
9h10, vous avez dit 19h.
C'est bon.
Faites bien corriger.
Chitralekha was a great mystic yogini, and as soon as Usha identified the picture, Chitralekha could immediately understand that it was of Aniruddha, a grandson of Krishna's. Although neither she nor Usha had previously known his name or ever seen him. That very night she travelled in outer space, and within a very short time reached the city of Dwarka, which was well protected by Lord Krishna. She entered the palace and found Aniruddha sleeping in his bedroom on a very opulent bed. Chitralekha, by her mystic power, immediately brought Aniruddha in that sleeping condition to the city of Shanitapur, so that Usha might see her desired husband. Usha immediately bloomed in happiness and began to enjoy the company of Aniruddha with great satisfaction. The palace in which Usha and Chitralekha lived was so well fortified that it was impossible for any male to either enter or see inside. Usha and Aniruddha lived together in the palace, and day after day, Usha saw how Aniruddha grew 4 times upon 4. Usha pleased Aniruddha with valuable garments, flowers, garlands, scents, and incense. By his bedside sitting place were other paraphernalia for residential purposes, nice drinks such as milk and sherbet, and nice eatables which could be chewed or swallowed. After all, she pleased him with sweet words. Above all, she pleased him with sweet words and very obliging service. Usha worshipped Aniruddha as if he were the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By her excellent service, Usha made Aniruddha forget all other things and was able to draw his attention and love to her without deviation. In such an atmosphere of love and service, Aniruddha practically forgot himself and could not recall how many days he had been away from his real home. In due course of time, Usha exhibited some bodily symptoms by which it could be understood that she was having intercourse with a male friend. The symptoms were so prominent that her actions could no longer be concealed from anyone. Usha was always cheerful in the association of Aniruddha, and and she did not know the bounds of her satisfaction. The housekeeper and the guards of the palace could guess very easily that she was having relations with a male friend. And without waiting for further developments, all of them informed their master, Banasura. In a Vedic culture, an unmarried girl having association with a male is the greatest disgrace to the family, and so the caretakers cautiously informed their master that Usha was showing symptoms indicating a disgraceful association. The servants informed their master that they were not at all neglectful in guarding the house, being alert day and night against any young man who might enter. They were so careful that the male could not even see what was going on there, and so they were surprised that she had become contaminated. Since they could not trace out the reason for it, they submitted the whole situation before their master.
Two kids in the back of the class out here giggling and kids. Now, where were we? There we are. That's what I call him, Banasura. Banasura was shocked to understand that his daughter Usa was no longer a virgin maiden. This weighed heavily on his heart, and without delay he rushed towards the palace where Usa was living. There he saw that Usha and Aniruddha were sitting together and talking. They looked very beautiful together, Aniruddha being the son of Pradyumna, who was Cupid himself. Banasura saw his daughter and Aniruddha as a suitable match, yet for family prestige he did not like the combination at all. Banasura could not understand who the boy actually was. He appreciated the fact that Usa could not have selected anyone in the three worlds more beautiful. Aniruddha's complexion was brilliant and swarthy. He was dressed in yellow garments and his eyes were like lotus petals. His arms were long and he had nice curling bluish hair. The glaring rays of his glittering earrings and the beautiful smile on his lips were certainly captivating. Still, Banasura was very angry. When Banasura saw him, Aniruddha was was engaged in playing with Usa. Aniruddha was nicely dressed and Usa had garlanded him with various beautiful flowers. The reddish kumkum powder put on the breasts of women was spotted here and there on the garland, indicating that Usa had embraced him. Banasura was struck with wonder, even in his presence. Aniruddha was peacefully sitting in front of Usa. Aniruddha knew, however, that his would-be father-in-law was not at all pleased, and that he was gathering many soldiers in the palace to attack him. Thus, not finding any weapons, Aniruddha took hold of a big iron rod and stood up before Banasura and his soldiers. He firmly took a posture indicating that if attacked, he would strike all the soldiers down to the ground with the iron rod. Banasura and his company of soldiers saw that the boy was standing before them, just like a superintendent of death with his invincible rod. Now, under the order of Banasura, the soldiers from all sides attempted to capture and arrest him. When they dared to come before him, Aniruddha struck them with his rod, breaking their heads, legs, arms, and thighs. One after another they fell to the ground. He killed them just like the leader of a pack of boars kills barking dogs. One after another. In this way, Aniruddha was able to escape the palace. Banasura knew various arts of fighting, and by the grace of the Lord Shiva, he knew how to arrest his enemy by the use of the Nagapashta snake noose, and thus he seized Aniruddha as he came out of the palace. When Usa received the news that her father had arrested Aniruddha, she was overwhelmed with grief and confusion. Tears glided down her eyes, and being unable to check herself, she began to cry very loudly. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport, the 62nd chapter of Krishna, meeting of Usa and Aniruddha.
Chapter 63. Lord Krishna fights with Banasura. When the 4 months of the rainy season passed and Aniruddha had still not returned home, all the members of the Yadu family became much perturbed. They could not understand how the boy was missing. Fortunately, one day the great sage Narada came and informed the family about Aniruddha's disappearance. interference from the palace. He explained how Aniruddha had been carried to the city of Shonitapura, the capital of Banasura's empire, and how Banasura had arrested him with the Naga Pasha, even though Aniruddha had defeated his soldier. This news was given in detail by Narada, and the whole story was disclosed. Then the members of the Yadu dynasty, all of whom had great affection for Krishna, prepared to attack the city of Shonitapura. Practically all the leaders of the family, including Pradyumna, Satyaki, Gada, Samba, Sarananda, Upananda, and Bhadra, combined together and gathered 12 Aksurini military divisions into phalanxes, whatever that means.
That's a kind of way of arranging your
Okay, science of war.
Science of war. Science of war.
Then they all went to Shonitapura and surrounded it with soldiers, elephants, horses, and chariots. Banasura heard that the soldiers of the Yadu dynasty were attacking the whole city, tearing down various walls, gates, and nearby gardens. Becoming very angry, he immediately ordered his soldiers who were of equal caliber to go and face them. Lord Shiva was so kind to Banasura that he personally came as the commander-in-chief of the military force, assisted by his heroic son Kartikeya, and his heroic sons Kartikeya and Ganapati. Nandishvara, Lord Shiva, seated on his favorite bull, led the fighting against Lord Krishna and Balaram. We can simply imagine how fierce the fighting was.
Oh my God.
Lord Shiva with his valiant sons on one side, and Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his elder brother Shivaranji on the other. The fighting was so fierce that those who saw the battle were struck with wonder, and the hairs on their bodies stood up. Lord Shiva was engaged in fighting directly with Lord Krishna. Pradyumna was engaged with Kartikeya, and Lord Balaram was engaged with Banasura's commander-in-chief, Kumbhanda, who was assisted by Kupakarna. Samba, the son of Krishna, fought the son of Banasura, and Banasura fought Satyaki, commander-in-chief of the Yadu dynasty. In this way, the fighting was waged. News of the fighting spread all over the universe. Demigods such as Lord Brahma from higher planetary system, along with great sages and saintly persons, Siddhas, Jananas, and Gandharvas, all being very curious to see the fight between Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna, and their assistants hovered over the battlefield in their airplanes.
Bet they were taking bets.
Lord Shiva is called Bhuttanatha because he is assisted by various types of powerful ghosts and denizens of the inferno. Bhutas, Pretras, Pramatas, Kuyakas, Dakinis, Pichachas, Kusmandas, Vitaras, Vinayakas, and Brahmaraksas. Of all kinds of ghosts, the Brahmaraksas are very powerful. They are Brahmanas who, after death, have entered the ghostly pieces of life.
The Supreme Personality Godhead, Sri Krishna, simply drove all these ghosts away from the battlefield with the arrows from his celebrated bow, Saranda Dhanur. Lord Shiva then began to release all his selected weapons against the Personality Godhead. And Lord Shri Krishna, without any difficulty, counteracted all these weapons with counter weapons. Counteracted the Brahmastra Lord Shiva then became exasperated in fighting Lord Krishna. Krishna took the opportunity to release his yawning weapon. When his weapon is released, the opposing party becomes tired, stops fighting, and begins to yawn. Consequently, Lord Shiva became so fatigued that he refused to fight anymore and began yawning. Krishna was able to turn his attention from attacking Lord Shiva to the efforts of Banasura, and he began to kill Banasura's personal soldiers with swords and clubs. Meanwhile, Lord Krishna's son, Arjuna, was fighting fiercely with Kartikeya, the commander-in-chief of the demigods. Kartikeya was wounded and his body was bleeding profusely. In this connection, he left the battlefield and without fighting anymore, he rode away on the back of his peacock carrier. Similarly, Lord Balaram smashed Banasura's commander-in-chief, Kumbhanda, with the strokes of his club. Kumbhakarna was also wounded in this way, and both he and Kumbhanda fell on the battlefield. Kumbhanda being fatally wounded, without guidance, all of Banasura's soldiers scattered here and there. When Banasura saw that his soldiers and commanders had been defeated, his anger only increased. He thought it wise to stop fighting with Satyaki, Krishna's commander-in-chief, and instead directly attack Lord Krishna. Now, having the opportunity to use 1,000 arms, he rushed towards Krishna, simultaneously working his 500 bows and 2,000 arrows. Such a foolish person would never measure Krishna's strength. Immediately, without difficulty, Krishna cut off each of Banasura's bows into 2 pieces, and to check him for going further, made the horse of his chariot lie down on the ground, so that the chariot broke to pieces. After doing this, Krishna blew his conch shell, Panchajanya.
There was a demigod named Kotura, who was worshipped by Banasura, and their relationship was as mother and son. While the Kotura was upset that Banasura's life was in danger, so she appeared on the scene. With naked body and scattered hair, she stood before Lord Krishna. Lord Shri Krishna did not like the sight of this naked woman, and to avoid seeing her, he turned his face. Banasura, getting this chance to escape Krishna's attack, left the battlefield. All the strings of his bows had been broken, and there was no chariot or driver, so he had no alternative but to return to his city. He lost everything in the battle. Being greatly harassed by the arrows of Krishna, all the associates of Lord Shiva, the hobgoblins and ghostly bruters, praetors and kshatriyas, left the battlefield. Lord Shiva then took to his last resort. He released his greatest death weapon known as Shiva Jara, which destroys by excessive heat. It is said that at the end of creation, the sun becomes 12 times more scorching than usual. This 12 times hotter temperature is called Shiva Jara. When the Shiva Jara personified was released, he had 3 heads and 3 legs. And as he came toward Krishna, it appeared that he was burning everything to ashes. He was so powerful that he made blazing fire appear in all directions, and Krishna observed that he was specifically coming toward him. As there is a Shiva Jara weapon, there is also a Narayan Jara weapon, which is represented by excessive cold. When there is excessive heat, one can somehow or other tolerate it, but when there is excessive cold, everything collapses. This is actually experienced by a person at the time of death. At the time of death, the temperature in the body first of all increases to 107 degrees Fahrenheit, and then the whole body collapses and immediately becomes as cold as ice. To counteract the scorching heat of the Shiva Jara, there was no other weapon but the Narayan Jara. Now,
Therefore,
Thank you for coming.
Hare Krishna. Therefore, when Lord Krishna saw that the Shiva Jvara had been released by Lord Shiva, he had no recourse other than to release the Narayan Jvara. Lord Sri Krishna is the original Narayan and the controller of the Narayan Jvara weapon. When the Narayan Jvara was released, there was a great fight between the two Jvaras. When excessive heat is counteracted by extreme cold, it is natural that the hot temperature to gradually reduce, and this is what occurred in the fighting between the Shiva Jvara and the Narayan Jvara. Gradually, the Shiva Jvara temperature diminished, and the Shiva Jvara began to cry for help from Lord Shiva. But Lord Shiva was unable to help him in the presence of the Narayan Jvara. Unable to get any help from Lord Shiva, the Shiva Jvara could understand that he had no means to escape outside surrendering to Narayan, Lord Krishna himself. Lord Shiva, the greatest of all demigods, could not help him, and what to speak of the lesser demigods. And therefore the Shiva Dvara ultimately surrendered to Krishna, bowing before him and offering a prayer so that the Lord might be pleased and give him protection. This incident of the fighting between the ultimate weapons of Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna proves that if Krishna gives someone protection, no one can kill him. And if Krishna does not give one protection, no one can save him. Lord Shiva is called Mahadev, the greatest of all the demigods, although sometimes Lord Brahma is considered the greatest of all demigods because he can create. However, Lord Shiva can annihilate the creation of Brahma. Still, both Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva act only in one capacity. Lord Brahma can create, Lord Shiva can annihilate, but neither of them can maintain. Lord Vishnu, however, not only maintains, but creates and annihilates also. Actually, the creation is not affected by Brahma, because Brahma himself is created by Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva is created or born of Brahma. The Shiva Dvara thus understood that without Krishna or Narayan, no one can help him. He therefore rightly took shelter of Lord Krishna. With folded hands began to pray as follows.
My dear Lord,
Here we go.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, because you have unlimited potencies. No one can surpass your potencies, and thus you are the Lord of everyone. Generally, people consider Lord Shiva the most powerful personality in the material world, but Shiva is not all powerful. You are all powerful. This is factual. You are the original consciousness or knowledge. Without knowledge or consciousness, nothing can be powerful. Material thing may be very powerful, but without the touch of consciousness, it cannot act. Material machine may be gigantic and wonderful, but without the touch of someone conscious and in knowledge, the material machine is useless for all purposes. My Lord, your complete knowledge, there is not a pinch of material contamination in your personality. Lord Shiva may be a powerful demigod because of his specific power to annihilate the whole creation. And similarly, Lord Brahma may be very powerful because he can create the entire universe. But actually, neither Lord Brahma nor Lord Shiva is the original cause of this cosmic manifestation. You are the absolute truth, the supreme Brahman, and you are the original cause. The original cause of the cosmic manifestation is not the impersonal Brahman effulgence. That Brahma effulgence rests on your personality. As confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, the cause of the impersonal Brahman is Lord Krishna. This Brahman effulgence is likened to the sunshine, which emanates from the sun globe. Therefore, impersonal Brahman is not the ultimate cause. The ultimate cause of everything is the supreme eternal form of Krishna. All material actions and reactions take place in the impersonal Brahman. But in the personal Brahman, the eternal form of Krishna, there is no action and reaction. The Shiva Shvara continued. So this is the weapon speaking, right?
Right.
Therefore, my Lord, your body is completely peaceful, completely blissful, and devoid of material contamination. In the material body, there are actions and reactions of the three modes of material nature. The time factor is the most important element above all others, because the material manifestation is affected by the agitation of time. Thus, natural phenomena come into existence, and as soon as phenomena appear, fruitive activities are visible. As a result of these fruitive activities, a living entity takes its form. It acquires a particular nature packed up in a subtle body and gross body formed by the life hair, the ego, the 10 sense organs, the mind, and the 5 gross elements. These then create the type of body which later becomes the root cause of various other bodies, which are acquired one after another by means of transmigration of the soul. All these phenomenal manifestations are the combined actions of immaterial energy. You, however, are the cause of this external energy, and thus you remain unaffected by the action and reaction of the different elements. And because you are transcendental to such compulsions of material energy, you are the supreme tranquility. You are the last word in freedom from material contamination. I therefore take shelter at your lotus feet, giving up all other shelter.
Say air. Something that hair, life hair.
My dear Lord, your appearance as the son of Vasudeva in your role as a human being is one of the pastimes of your complete freedom. You benefit devotees and vanquish non-devotees. You appear in multiple incarnations. All such incarnations descend in fulfillment of your promise in the Bhagavad Gita that you appear as soon as there are discrepancies in the system of progressive life. When there are disturbances by irregular principles, my dear Lord, you appear by your internal potency. Your main business is to protect and maintain the demigods and spiritually inclined persons, and to maintain the standard of material law and order. Considering your mission of maintaining such law and order, your violence towards the miscreants and demons is quite befitting. This is not the first time you have incarnated. It's to be understood that you have done so many times before.
Because of the weapon,
My dear Lord, and beg to submit that I have been very greatly chastised by the release of your Narayana Dwara, which is certainly very cool and yet at the same time severely dangerous and unbearable for all of us. My dear Lord, as long as one is forgetful of Krishna consciousness, driven by the spell of material science and ignorant of the ultimate shelter of your lotus feet, one who has accepted this material body becomes disturbed by the 3 miserable conditions of material nature. Because one does not surrender to you, he continues to suffer perpetually. After hearing the Shiva Jara, Lord Krishna replied, "O three-headed one, I am pleased with your statement. Be assured that there will be no more suffering for you in Narayana Jara. Not only are you now free from the fear of Narayana Jara, but anyone in the future who simply recollects this fight between you and Narayana Jara will also be free from all kinds of fear." After hearing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shiva Jara offered the respectful obeisances unto his lotus feet and left.
In the meantime, Banasura somehow or other recovered from his setbacks, and with rejuvenated energy returned to fight. This time Banasura appeared before Lord Krishna, who was seated on his chariot with different kinds of weapons in his 1,000 hands. Very much agitated, Banasura splashed his different weapons upon the body of Lord Krishna like torrents of rain. When Lord Krishna saw the weapons of Banasura coming at him, like water coming out of the strainer, he took his sharp-edged Sudarshan disc and began to cut off the demon's 1,000 arms, one after another, just as a gardener trims the twigs of a tree with sharp cutters. When Lord Shiva saw that his devotee Banasura could not be saved even in his presence, he came to his senses and personally came before Lord Krishna and began to pacify him by offering the following prayers.
Oh, Krishna.
Lord Shiva said, "My dear Lord, you are the worshipful object of the Vedic hymns. One who does not know you considers the impersonal Brahmajyoti to be the ultimate supreme absolute truth, without knowledge that you exist behind your spiritual effulgence in your eternal abode. My dear Lord, you are therefore called Parabrahman. Indeed, the words Parabrahman have been used in the Bhagavad Gita to identify you. Sane persons who have completely cleansed their hearts of all material contamination can realize that your transcendental form, although you are all pervading like the sky, unaffected by any material thing. Only the devotees can realize you, and no one else. In the impersonalist conception of your supreme existence, the sky is just like your navel, fire is your mouth, and water is your semen. The heavenly planets are your head, all the directions are your ears. The earth, Urvi, is your lotus feet. The moon is your mind, and the sun is your eye. As far as I am concerned, I act as your ego. The ocean is your abdomen, and the king of heaven, Indra, is your arm."
What's his elbow?
It's a good question. We may never find out. "Trees and plants are the hairs on your body, and the clouds are the hair. The clouds are the hair on your head, and Lord Brahma is your intelligence. All the great progenitors known as Prajapatis are your symbolic representatives, and religion is your heart. The impersonal feature of your supreme body is conceived of in this way, but you are ultimately the supreme person. The impersonal feature of your supreme body is only a small expansion of your energy. You are likened to the original fire, and your expansions are as light and heat." We're finishing now? Yeah.
I think we can just keep on going.
It's good to say.
Krishna, you're
Yeah.
great. Krishna, your elbow is awesome. Your fingers are cool. Your nose is beautiful.
Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for writing this
Jai
article.
Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada.
That takes a lot of patience.
And it's going to be bhajans now?
Very.
Srila Prabhupada ki.
Jai, I've just come from Harinam. My body is tingling like a tingle.
That's the reason why there's so much involved.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
don't think that's that.
I'm going to bat you. I'm going to figure out bat you.
You should like scream or run.
I did. I have already on the edge. It was great. You knew it was lovely.
You go to the city or to the mountain?
No, city, much more. Loads of people. Loads of people. Loads of people. Loads of people.
What are you doing?
Walking around trying to look cool. What they're doing. Walking around and acting like they have a life. Losers. Losers. The capital, losers.
Yeah.
This guy has so much chic clothes. It's like, you're not a travel. Get real. You're in.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Sure.
Ooh. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Going to bed
Well,
already?
yeah, I think so.
Wow. Impressive.
Yeah.
very sweet.
Why did he get sweets?
Thank you. You get what you are.
I get Koreans with fritters. Because I'm a Korean. I don't want them.
What is that? Is that a cookie? What is that? Why did I ask? I'm not always good. No, that's good, please.
Especially put on the bread, because